Hello and welcome to Whistler Gym Sweat. My name's Hannah, I'm the owner of Whistler Creek Athletic Club down here in Creekside. We're a fully equipped gym. For those of you who don't live in Whistler, we have online personal training as well. Okay, so today we're going to do a workout for you guys. This is Robin, one of our personal trainers.
Hi guys.
What workout are we going to do today?
Today Jack and I are going to lead you through a no equipment leg-based workout. We need no equipment for this workout, so you can do it at home or in your hotel.
Okay, let's get going.
Let's get to the legs. Today Jack and I are going to show you a leg workout to get your legs nice and strong for the mountain. Jack's going to demonstrate and I'm going to show you the teaching points. So starting with a hip hinge. Our hip hinge is a very basic move that we need for a lot of our leg exercises. So Jack's going to stand into the middle. He's going to bend his knees, feet are under his hips, hands resting on his head. The hip hinge comes from the hips. We're not going to bend over using the spine. We're going to make sure that we initiate the move from our hips. So bending the knees, pushing back, chest parallel to the floor, standing up, and squeezing the glutes. Jack drives forward from his glutes. And again for me, Jack. Good. And driving up through the glutes and squeezing at the top. So we're going to squeeze our butt when we stand up. Very big and important muscle for this exercise. Notice how Jack doesn't round off through the top of his back or arch through his lower back at all. If it helps, use a mirror so you can check to see that your spine stays nice and straight whilst you do this exercise. Jack's hips are back and his weight is in his heels. Good, 2 more for me, Jack. So hinging forwards, good, driving up and squeezing the glutes at the top. Last one. Perfect, drive up through the hamstrings and squeeze. Next exercise, I'm gonna get Jack to lay down on the floor. So you're gonna lay on your back for me. Bum is gonna be nice and close to the heels and knees are gonna be about a knuckle width apart. So not too far with the knees, with the toes slightly outturned. So an important exercise which we've shown before is a pelvic tilt. So Jack's gonna tuck from his pelvis, lift up through his heels and squeeze his glutes at the top. An important part of this exercise is making sure that we don't arch through the spine and we squeeze from the glutes. On the way down, Jack's gonna roll 1 vertebrae at a time with the hips resting down last. Good, so we're gonna tuck from the pelvis, lift up through the heels, keeping those knees apart. They might be tempted to squeeze towards each other. We want nice strong knees for this exercise and squeezing the glutes at the top. Jack's breathing, he's gonna exhale as he lifts up through his heels and squeeze his glutes at the top and inhale on the way down. Good. So breathing out and squeezing the glutes. Try not to use your hands on the floor to push your hips up too much. We want to have the palms facing up and we're using the legs for this exercise. Good, last one, Jack, give it a good squeeze and rolling down to the floor. If you do want to make this one a little bit harder, you can always try using a chair, getting the heels up on top of your chair and lifting up through the heels just a little bit higher. So lifting up, squeezing the glutes, and gently rolling back down. Good, lifting up. This extra height is gonna make this exercise just that little bit harder and rolling back down. Good, Jack. Perfect, keen, ready for the mountain. Okay, if you can lay onto your side for me now, we're gonna do a warm up still for the glutes. Legs out straight for me, and your top leg is the leg doing the work. So he's going to point his toe to the floor, lift the heel towards the ceiling, and just lift the weight of his leg until it gets up. And we squeeze in the glute, and then you're going to rest it back down. So on the lift up, you're going to breathe out and squeeze in your outer hip region on this top leg. Good. If it helps, hold on to your glute and make sure we're using that and not any of the rest of the leg. So lifting up and squeeze. Good, making sure again we're not arching the back. You want to keep your core strong for this exercise, not sticking your butt out behind you, but keeping those hips tucked underneath you and using the glute to lift the leg. Good, just 2 more for me, Jack. Lifting up and squeeze. and back down. Good, last one. Okay, let's turn you around and do the other leg. So about 30 seconds on each side is all you need just to get the glutes activated and ready to go. So lifting the heel up, good, nice and slow and controlled. We don't want to rush this exercise. Just keeping the heel turned up, squeezing on that outer hip area for about 30 seconds. Good, starting to feel that on your outer hip, Jack?
I'm starting to feel it.
Good. Okay, lift up. And just 2 more for me. Make sure you lift your leg up high enough to get a full squeeze. Good, and keeping that core strong. Perfect. Okay, standing up for me, Jack. We now have a workout for you. So let's use this workout to really get those legs pumping and get your legs ready for your big day on the mountain. So we're gonna do a Tabata style workout today. We're gonna do 20 seconds of each exercise with 10 seconds rest in between. Make sure you use that rest. We're gonna start with a squat. So I'm first just gonna show you the 2 exercises before we start. Jack's gonna demonstrate for me. With a squat, you're gonna keep the weight in your heels. You're gonna sit back towards the floor, driving up through the heels and squeezing the glutes at the top. Good, keep going for me, Jack. See how his shins and his spine are lined up nicely with one another. He's not hinging forward too much with the upper body or bending the knees too much to let his heels lift. Those heels are staying nice and strong to the floor for his squats. Good. Next exercise is a lunge. So we're going to do a forward lunge. But if you struggle with problems with your knees, forward lunges are not going to be the best option for you. So our option is a reverse lunge. Stepping back, dropping that back knee to the floor, keeping that heel down. Good, Jack. Just show me a couple more forward lunges. So stepping forward, weight in the heel, good, driving back. So that push back is just a little bit harder with a front lunge than with the reverse. Okay, I'm gonna do this with Jack. We're gonna do 3 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. If any of you are struggling with your squats, please feel free to use a chair just to help you sit back into your heels. I'm gonna show you the beginner version. Jack's gonna show you a little bit more advanced. Okay, so we're gonna start with 20 seconds of squats. Are we ready, Jack?
I'm ready.
Let's get that pump on. So 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Sit back to the chair, drive up through the heels and squeeze the glutes. We want to keep the chest nice and upright, just tapping that chair and squeezing at the top. Weight is still in my heels. Good, Jack. Nice deep squats over there. And rest for 10 seconds. Exercise number 2, I'm going to show you reverse lunges. Jack is going to show you forward lunges. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Our lunges, it's important to keep the knees straight. We want to make sure that no knee inward motion is happening. Keep your knee pushed out and the weight in your heels. Good, let's keep going. If you want to make it harder, you speed it up. Good, and resting, 10 seconds rest. Round 2. If you want to make it a little bit harder, we'll add in some jumping. Jack's going to show you a jump squat. Off we go. Good, nice soft landing. Weight stays in his heels still. This is an advanced move. Make sure you perfect your squat before you try your jumps. Good, and resting. Okay, let's try those lunges again. If you want to try a jump lunge, Jack's going to demonstrate how to make that a little bit harder. Off we go. Reverse lunges with me if you're new to this. If you want to increase that lunge, add in a jump. Swapping legs in the air at the top. Make sure you got lots of space for this one. Good, almost there. And rest. Okay, round 3, third and final time. If you want to carry on with the jumps, you can keep jumping. Otherwise, we've got the other options. Okay, off we go. Squats. Just tapping to that chair. Let's try and speed it up a little bit for this last round. Really squeezing those glutes at the top. Good, keep moving guys, weight in your heels. 5 seconds to go. Good job, Jack, keep pushing and rest. Okay, last one, 20 seconds. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, keep that weight in your heel, especially if you're jumping. Good job, nice soft landing. Let's speed it up a little bit for 5 seconds, off we go. And rest, good job guys. Feel that burn, Jack?
I feel the burn, Robin.
Good. We are done for our leg workout.